morning again, everyone. Peter Racy here. This is going to be a treat. Yes, how's that? So, we are talking about Joh.
Yes, I am. I'm familiar with the book there, Peter.
Which is your work, see, you don't have the background on.
There we go. I'll just hold that up for a clearer picture.
Hugh Lunn wrote that book, and the reason why I've actually borrowed it from Hugh, it's not actually in print anymore. And there's another one called Jigsaw, which a fellow by the name of Derek Townsend wrote. Yeah, very good. You got any more there?
We also have the actual memoir by Joh.
No doubt signed it.
Yeah, that's a signed copy there.
Yeah, I thought so. Anyway,
and also we have Flo's cookbook.
Very good. So, and the reason why I thought we'd just talk about this, not so much to glorify the memory of Joh, but really to hone in on that earlier career part of his, where he was really one step ahead of the power elite in Melbourne, more so because most of the prime ministers had originated out of Melbourne. And there was a certain power clique, sort of in that post-World War II era. And so because you had Menzies, you had Holt, even Gordon. I'm not sure where Gordon came from. And it's referred to in the discussions I've had with Sir Frank Moore, where he says that Queensland was really cut out of the tourist narrative because Sydney and Melbourne had the vast majority of international air flights into their base. So if someone wanted to visit Queensland, they really had to fly into Sydney or Melbourne, then make their way up. And that was a great disincentive for tourism development in the city. Clem Jones, who, as you know, I've concluded that he's the answer, number 42, because he, more than anyone else, I'm certain, got Queensland to World Expo '88. And there's, we've done a discussion on that. And again, he had to fight tooth and nail to get us to Commonwealth Games. And so Joh was in the same vein that, he was trying to boost up Queensland's image, boost up Queensland's profile, and World Expo '88 empowered him and enabled him to do that. And I just think that it would be remiss of us not to give full credit to Joh in supporting Sir Frank Moore in getting Queensland World Expo '88.
Yeah. So
do you want to add your 2 cents worth to that instead of me?
Certainly. Obviously being based in Kingaroy, which they used to call Joh Country, of course, probably still do actually. I certainly can see the connection, and you were talking previously about the Coat of Arms, which is in the museum in Kingaroy. It's positioned right next to a fantastic painting of Sir Joh Peterson, which I think might have come from the National Party offices. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yep. And when they sort of put it in storage after the amalgamation of the party, so it didn't have a great deal of use, and so it was a suitable place for it to be displayed at the Kingaroy Museum. And that coat of arms being the very first one after that 1977 change. And so the wheel can be connected up because the coat of arms behind me are made by Colin Blumson. The very first Queensland coat of arms after the change in '97 was made by Colin Blumson. And Joh introduced the new Queensland Coat of Arms after seeing what a great impact the Coat of Arms had in the Welcome to City fountain. And so all these narratives, they all connect up just so beautifully, and it's just such a great history thread.
It's the coat of arms there, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's that was from Joh's state funeral, so yeah, there you go. So that's the one that's the coat of arms that's in the Kingaroy Museum, isn't it?
Well, yes.
Of variation.
It is it.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are slight changes given artistic temperament, and you're talking about a reproduction of a formal coat of arms, so it's not precisely the same.
Yeah.
So it looks precisely the same. So that's the story of the coat of arms of Clonbumson, of Sir Joh, and I just thought it was a nice little piece of history that should be put into our World Expo 88 and Foundation Expo 88 narrative.
Absolutely. Credit where credit's due, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I reckon. So, Jason, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day.
It's cold and windy here in Kingaroy today.
I was out doing some work on the Defender, getting rid of some more rust out of it before I let my son, take it up the Fraser Island for a bit of beach work. And it was very cold out there.
So I won't be doing much outside today.
No, I've got to go out and finish that work off, so I'm not really looking forward to that. All right. Thank you again so much, Jason. It's been really great.
You're welcome. My pleasure.